Coming 7 days tarot forecast. So if you want to know how coming 7 days looks like, this reading might be for you. But again, it is a collective reading. It cannot be resonating with everybody. So take what resonate, leave what doesn't. And also, if you want to book a paid private reading, you can email me at divinemothersguidance@gmail.com. So let's get started. My only YouTube account is Let's Us Tarot. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel to support me. And my only TikTok account is Divine Mother's Guidance with 132k plus followers, and my only Instagram account is Divine Mother's Guidance with 3,900 plus followers. So anything less than that, if you see, that's scammers. Scammers follow you, offer you a DM reading. That will be never me. I will never offer you a DM reading, never follow you. Okay, so those are scammers. So do not interact with them. They got, I don't know how many profiles they have on my name. Those are not me. So now let's get started. So the day one, what we see here. Day one looks like Two of Swords. So it feels like a lot of things going on in your mind. This is my water bottle. Sorry, I need to remove this one. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on in your mind. See this, in your mind, you are just thinking, like a lot of thoughts going on. You are trying to make a decision, but it looks like you are not being able to take the decision. You are in a situation, you are thinking, you're wearing your thinking hat on, so lots of thought going on. So it will be a day with a lot of conflicts, with the moon also behind the back, lot of conflict, lot of indecisiveness. Some kind of decision needs to be made. Where you are standing, you are trying to not be emotional, try to be very logical, but this is what is going on. So this first day looks like a pretty much very confusing day. But I would say, if this is the situation going on, if that is what it is coming up, listen to your intuition. Okay, listen to your intuition. This is what the message I'm getting here. Listen to your intuition. You know where to, like, where it is heading you. It's the right direction. So the next day, it's coming as, oh my goodness, these two cards are together. After the Two of Swords, coming this High Priestess. She also comes with the same moon. So the same moon here, see this. The moon here, the same moon is here behind the High Priestess. High Priestess is a keeper of the secret. Behind this veil, she's standing here because she's protecting the secret behind it, and she opens it up when it is required and when it is needed. So if it is something in this day also looks pretty much confusing, and you know that there are certain things going on, you find that you are not being able to exactly point out what exactly the confusion all about. This can be good, this can be bad. I'm not saying it is specifically it's something, but it is very confusing day. It's for 2 days, it's a lot of confusion, anxiety going on in your mind. You are not being able to, like, what exactly I'm not being able to pick up. Okay, so this is something. So something is revealing, but you know what? At this moment, if you cannot control a certain thing that is not under your control, do not try to control that. Do not try to focus too much on that. Okay. It's what I'm getting here right now. Keep the sail. See, this is keep sailing. Okay, there are turbulence in this, there are waves, but this ship is sailing. So keep sailing your ship. Okay, whatever, yeah. So do that, keep doing. Do not stop any point of time. Whatever moment is coming, go with the flow. That's what it is. Okay, if it is supposed to be revealed, it will reveal at its own time. You don't have to do anything about it. Just go with the flow and just take care of yourself in your mental, physical well-being. That's very important. Yes, some kind of secret might be revealed on this day, some kind of secret which probably you knew about it. I believe I would say with this one, something you probably already identified that's going to happen, something like that. But I would say this is going to be a day where you need to stay calm, very much grounded, and just be open-minded. Things might unfold the way it is supposed to be, but it might not be always as per what you expected. That doesn't really mean it is bad or good, but I would say be open-minded. Okay, the third day, oh my fucking god, then comes a real moon. Oh, moon. So 3 days at a row, it looks like this is a very confusing week with a lot of indecisiveness, lot of triggering thing going on, maybe a lot of voices talking behind your in your mind that I don't know what is going on. This is confusing. This is anxiety. This is tension. You are trying to stay calm. You are trying to face your emotion, but it is very distracting. Even though you are trying to be open-minded, you are finding like it's consuming me a lot. It's a lot of anxiety and things going on. See, we all go through this kind of situation in life, because if attention or anxiety come, it doesn't go in one day. In most of the the cases it stays for a couple of days. It can happen. But what I'm feeling like here is like more, I'm just getting the vibe. It's not that bad that you are thinking. The vibe that I'm getting from this one, I think there is the octopus that is trying to pull this person down from here. They're sitting. It's like your anxiety, your tension is trying to pull you down. But it is not that bad. Do not entertain this anxiety, okay? Now, you will be saying, Didi, when the anxiety comes, it's really hard to deal with this. I totally know that. Been there. I have been there, okay? 10 years back, I was a person who ended up in hospital twice for panic attack. So this person today who I am, it took a long journey for me to be there. So I know how hard it is, but I know how you can deal with it. Okay, there are many situations where it's really overwhelming. So it start like grounding yourself. This is very important. There are a couple of techniques you can just see online. There are a lot of techniques how to calm yourself, like, when you are going through anxiety or panic attack. Butterfly tapping is one of my therapists during those days told me butterfly tapping really helps, or some kind of tapping things like that. So you can see online. Also, somebody said to me, like, when you are very overwhelmed, you are just being drowning in these thoughts, just think about the back of your head. So when you completely focus on the back of your head, you will see that the thought slowly goes away. And specifically, I use a switch word that's been very game changing for me. That switch word is cut, delete. So whenever a thought starts, starting, the way the anxiety goes, first initially there will be a thought. And that thought can, it's, if we keep thinking it too much, it becomes bigger. So it start pulling another thought into this. Okay. Then another thought, it becomes a very big issue. So we keep on going one after another. So at the end of that, we start imagining such a big thing which doesn't even exist in this world. And most of the time, we suffer for something that never happened in our life. So what I would suggest, whenever something goes wrong, you remember one thing: you are equipped to deal with that disaster. You don't have to create a disaster management plan right now. So if it happens, you are equipped to deal with it. Just remember that, because it can be any kind of a situation in your job, in your relationship, in your health, in your family. If there is a solution, you will have the access to the solution. And at the end of the day, if something is going to happen, it's going to happen. You cannot do anything about it. But at this moment, rather than waiting for in dying every moment, thinking about the fear, like the death, is not good. So leave the moment for it as it is now, as long as you can. If there is anything in your control, this is going to happen. There are some control strategies I can take before to prepare. That is okay. But do not entertain your negative thoughts and anxiety to take over you and just completely consume you. So keep doing what you are doing. And whenever the first thought comes, that that your tendency, your characteristics, if you know that this thought is going to take me to down the lane of the anxiety, catch the thought by saying, cut, deleted it, cut, deleted it. Keep on saying it in a loop. After some time, you will see that thought is gone. So 3 days in a row, quite negative thought process. Okay, the 5th day also looks pretty. You will be probably focusing on what you don't have rather than what you have. So feels like you are when we go through negative thought process, it looks like a quite negative. One at a time, one after another, we start thinking negative. Negative thoughts are quite like addictive. So once we start feeling negative, we start feeling overwhelmed. So this day, it's like you are looking at those 3 flowers that is moving away from you, but you are not focusing on the 2 things you have. I would say, in this situation, when we are going through complete shit show, the best thing you can do is show gratitude to universe for whatever we have. Now you will say, oh my gosh, everything is bullshit. How can I show gratitude? Honey, you are alive. You have a phone. You have a bed. You are sleeping in a bed. You had your food. You should be grateful for all those things. Okay? So show gratitude to the universe. You know why I'm saying this? Why it is important? Show the gratitude in the worst situation of life. When you show gratitude for anything you have, universe returns it back to you 10 times. So the universe sends you good thing, more and more good things, so that you can show more gratitude. So the way when gratitude and the energy of gratitude is very important. It's healing for your energy. It's healing for your life-changing thing. So we always should be at some point, like some time of life, every day, sometime, like at least 5 minutes spent showing gratitude to universe, God, divine, whoever you believe in, because that's the energy when we bring this abundance back in our life. So I would say, show gratitude to universe for whatever the smallest and biggest thing you have in your life. Okay. So this is what I would say. It's quite I feel you. If it is going on in your life, I can totally feel you. Like things are going wrong. Sometimes it happens. This is what life is not about bed of roses. This is the reality of life. This is life supposed to be, all right? So let us see the 6th day, how it looks like. Queen of Pentacles, that looks promising. So after all those things, it looks like you are being grounded again. So on the 5th day, you are much more grounded, you are much more abundant, you are feeling happy, you are feeling joyful, you are focused on your money, things are working, abundance around you. So see, all those 4 days are going with anxiety, but at the end of the day, you came up strong. You came up strong. You came up with all your power. You have everything, all the abundance. Things are green. Things are blossoming. Things are beautiful around you. So you are staying strong and powerful. So you are coming out all those storm and turmoil on the 5th day. This is beautiful. So see, nothing is consistent. Happiness and sadness. This like that's going in a circle. Chakravat parivartante shukhanicha dukhanicha. So this is like that. So it's like it's a wheel of fortune. It goes, this is the wheel in rotates in our lives. After happiness comes sadness. After sadness comes happiness. Nothing is permanent. Okay. So sadness is also not permanent. Happiness is also not permanent. So you have to accept both the way it comes. Okay. So see, back on track. Okay, after days. So let me see what comes. Okay, 7 of Swords. All right. So be careful about people around, some kind of deceptive people who might try to snatch away things from you. They might try to betray you. They try to wearing false masks, take away your things, or, wearing false masks. So be very careful about sneaky people. Make sure all the things you have, you keep your documentation, especially if you're working in the off, like, if you're working or in a business, make sure whom you are trusting, whom you are sharing your information and resources. Be careful about those things. It looks a little bit tricky, but that's okay. We are smart enough. Shit happens in life. People try to be like that. Also, it can be you trying to hold on, trying to not open up yourself, try to show the world different story. But it's okay as long as you want to be like whatever suits you in your situation. But being authentic always is the right thing as per me, because there is nothing to hide. There is nothing. You don't have to make any plan on your mind all the time. So try to be authentic on this particular day. And if somebody tries to put you down, try to protect yourself the way you can. Okay, the last day again, Knight of Cups. This is beautiful. So again, see, after all those things, the last card is so beautiful. Knight of Cups. See, this flower is so beautiful. So this is again coming up with emotional fulfillment. The heart is singing here. See, the person is playing the heart. So the music coming from the heart. So you are feeling really happy. You are feeling loved. You are feeling joyful. So that you will be like some good news coming on your way. Some can be love news. Some kind of communication in terms of love or happiness. So this is a very, very happy day. So looks like this is gonna be a week with some of turbulence. Whenever coming on you in the beginning, it's gonna be a little bit turbulent, but at the end of the day, it's all good that ends good. So this is ending with a good note, happiness. And this flower, this is water lily. This is so beautiful. I don't know whether it's a water lily. Yeah, it looks like a water lily to me. It can be even a lotus, but I feel like a water lily. This person is sitting there with such a beautiful red vibrant colors. That's beautiful. So I think some kind of celebration, and the rainbows and the stars all around. So after these negative cards, this is beautiful. So another thing, my readings are timeless. So doesn't matter when you see this. If you see this after 10 days, 1 month, 1 year, that 7 days starts from there. So whenever you see this reading, it will remember that might be a little bit of turbulence in the beginning, but it comes out to be very happy and complete week, and you will be coming out strong and powerful. So that's fine. That's all how is life all about. So you take care of yourself. And whenever I will tell you that when the worst days in the life comes at night, do not forget to show gratitude to universe before you sleep. All right. Take care. Bye.